we're so excited to be kicking off this big event. But before we get to the start of this marathon, I'm going to call on TVCC President Dr. Dana Young to say a few opening remarks. President Young.
Well, thank you, Kathy. Gosh, I'm a little overwhelmed. I had an opportunity last night to meet with Tim and his wife Patty and Alan and Mark that are traveling directly with them, and just talk a little bit about this journey running for Oregon Community College students for basic needs. And it just sort of took me over as I was thinking about it throughout the evening and this morning of what a big deal this is. I mean, this is so important to raise the awareness for community colleges and to raise funds for basic needs for our students who are the most needy in the state. And I practically have no words because it is so important that people understand what community colleges do for our students in this state. So just a big kudos to Tim and Dr. Cook, I should say, and his crew, president of Clackamas Community College, and we are blessed to get to go first. We are so excited. So go Chucks!
Thank you to President Young. And we also have got a lot of support from the city and the Chamber of Commerce for this endeavor. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce John Breidenbach, who's the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce for Ontario and the Western Treasure Valley. John.
Dr. Cook and team, we're glad you picked Ontario first, because you're going to see the beauty of Oregon here, and then when you get back home, you're going to love it. This is such an incredible idea. When I first heard about this and heard what this was, and Kathy's been talking about it around it, it's so wonderful, and really, we really do appreciate you starting here in Ontario and doing this for the state of Oregon. Thank you very much on behalf of the Ontario Area Chamber of Commerce and the city. We really, truly appreciate you.
Thank you, John. Well, when I heard about this endeavor, I mean, I'm a runner, but nothing like an avid marathoner, and I just thought, wow, this is huge. And so what a great endeavor, and this is so exciting. And so to give us all the details on how Dr. Cook cooked this up and all the history of this, and to tell us a little bit more about what the next 50 days or so are going to be like. Gives me great pleasure to introduce and welcome to Ontario, the beautiful city in Eastern Oregon, and to Treasure Valley Community College, Clackamas Community College, Dr. Tim Cook.
Well, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Dr. Young. Just thank you for having me out here today and having us out here to kick this off. Super excited. It was pretty early on decision to come out and start this in Treasure Valley, and there's really probably two main reasons. One is it's hot out here, and I know it's going to get hotter the more summer comes. So I was like, let's start as early as we can and try to avoid that. And then the other one was kind of a personal one. I'd never been to Ontario before until about a year ago when we came out here to visit with Dr. Young. And you may have heard her say once or twice, talk about beautiful Ontario, Oregon. At least I've heard it once or twice. And I said, well, if we're going to start this, let's start it off in beautiful Ontario and kick it off there. So I'm just really touched that all of you came out here on a Monday morning, too, to start us off as well. This is something that I've been thinking about for probably about 3 or 4 years. And the real quick story is I was getting really concerned about the number of students who were struggling with food and with housing, and seeing those numbers go up and up, and trying to find a way that I could do something that would raise awareness and maybe raise some money for students. So during COVID, there was a faculty member from Clackamas Community College who rode his bike to all the community colleges, and I know he came here at some point, Fernando Rojas. And when he came through Clackamas, that's what sort of put in my head. And I remember saying, if he can bike it, I bet you I could probably run it, which sounds crazy right now, saying that out loud. But you know, so he's been on our team, helping us put this together the last couple of years. And then I had the support from the presidents across the way, and just, you know, so many people stepping up and really helping us out. Wonderful sponsors. I need to give a shout out to Johnson RV. They're out of Sandy and Medford. They donated our Sprinter van entirely free for the entire time that we're using this. Riverview Credit Union supporting us. And there's actually the Ford Family Foundation actually gives out scholarships to students. They're supporting this run too, and they wanted to make sure that, you know, all the schools know that they're trying to support these as well. So we'll start here. You know, and average, probably the goal is to average about 30 miles a day, 30-ish miles a day, every day. And you know, we're headed up to Blue Mountain first. We're gonna get there next Sunday, or this Sunday, I guess it is now. And head over to Bend, head down to Klamath Falls, head over to Rogue over in Medford, and then to Swauk over in Coos Bay, and then kind of head up the valley and over the coast. And then come back down to Portland and Clackamas and Mount Hood. We're going to end up in the Columbia Gorge right around August 6th. So it is quite a journey. Our goal again is to raise awareness for students and raise some funds. We've got generous sponsors, so all the costs are covered. So everything that people donate from here on out, they choose which college they wanted to go to, and it all goes directly to students. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm really excited to run. I'm just real excited to run and think about this when I think about the why. So grateful to you all here in Treasure Valley and coming out this morning and supporting this. Really excited to run with all of you. The Chuckers here. I mean, you know, what could be better? So, thanks everyone.
Well, thank you, Dr. Cook. And we wanted to send with you across the state. Here's a couple of pennants from Treasure Valley Community College. So give those to you.
Right. That photo. Thank you.
And as Dr. Cook said, this is a fundraiser, and I have been checking online, and I think Treasure Valley is still in second place. Clackamas is way up there, but please go onto the website, and you can go on there on the donation portal, and you can pick Treasure Valley Community College. The money will go through Clackamas Foundation, but then all the money that folks designated to the respective schools will come back to each of the different colleges. So when you want to donate to Treasure Valley Community College, you are donating and contributing and supporting our students here with their basic needs at Treasure Valley. So just remember that your funds and your contributions will go to help our students here on campus.
5, 4,